got some news here that I think everybody's going to be very, very interested in discussing involving one Sydney Sweeney. All right. Sydney Sweeney, who, apparently is going to try to throw herself into the world of anime. And she's being joined by a new set of actors and actresses as they're doing the live action Gundam. Shioli Kutsuna has joined the cast of Netflix's live action Gundam movie from Legendary. She also is with Noah Centineo and Michael Mando. That's the list, or excuse me, the stars. Michael Mando. Oh, that's what's his name from
Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion, and he was also in Better Call Saul, I think, right?
Yeah, he's Nacho, right?
Yeah, Nacho in Better Call Saul. Yeah, good actor, man, really good actor. So, this is your Gundam lineup. I don't know what they're going to be doing here. Do you guys know what a story they're adapting with all of these stars? What do you guys think?
So I heard the synopsis a while back, and this was like, this is still like rumor mill stuff. They're saying like Sydney Sweeney and Noah Centineo play like characters on opposite sides of the war. I'm assuming this is going to be 8th MS team, which is like, it's not like the original Gundam story. It's like a side story in the original 1 year war. And so I'm like curious, like that's the only thing I can think of, like, because they mentioned like two people on opposite sides of the war, having a relationship, and that's like the only thing I can think of. But yeah, like maybe they make a completely new story like they did with that Gundam Netflix project that they did. So we don't know if it's going to be like an adaptation or if it's going to be like one of those things where they set it in the universe, but it's like it's not like a direct continuation, or
it's like its own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think that would be better because I was talking the name about this in the chat. Like, I think if they were to go with Sydney Sweeney, unless they were doing their own thing, they would have to go with the original Gundam Wing story. But I can't think of any other story.
Yeah, and then I was telling Stacy, like, I don't know, like, because I haven't seen like what's that show that she's on with Zendaya on HBO Max, the one that has like a lot of degenerate stuff going on. I forgot what it's called. But I haven't seen that show.
I don't watch degenerate stuff, man. So I wouldn't.
Yeah, but I forgot what it's called. It was just like I heard some clips. I saw some clips. I heard some stuff about it. I'm like, man, they're doing some like crazy stuff in there. Oh, Euphoria. There we go. Yeah. So I haven't seen Euphoria, so I don't know. If,
I definitely don't watch.
I don't know. I don't know if like I don't know if Sydney can still. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. But I was going to say this. I've heard too many weird stories about Euphoria, so yeah, I'm passing.
Yeah, but I don't know if Sydney. I haven't seen the show, so I don't know if she can still like pass as like a teenager, because like Stacey and I were talking about it. Like he mentioned that he thinks like she could play Relina, and I was thinking about it, it's like, can Sydney still pull that off? Because like Relina is like she's like a teenager at best. She's like a mature teenager because of like the circumstances she has to go through, but like she's still like a teenager, and like that's a big thing with Hollywood. You see those memes of like we think of like Sam Raimi Spider-Man. You have like grown ass adult men playing like high schoolers. So it's just like if they are gonna go with Wing, which I think like is also a viable option based on like who's showing up. It's like would these characters be like too old for that? Because like even the original Gundam, like a lot of the main cast are like they're like teenagers fighting a war. Like there are some adult characters in there, but like it's really like a story about like it's really like.
So it seems like this would fit more for something separate. Definitely something more. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a smart move. Go ahead.
Sorry, but my thing I was going to say in regards to counter names, argument about that, like the youth. I mean, a lot of people do not know anything about Gundam. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to walk into this fresh and not know anything. So to be honest with you, the faces that you're trying to put out there right now is going to be the big draw, because nobody really knows too much about the story. They're going to really pay attention more to the special effects and how that looks. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be more mainly in the storyline compared to the actors. So
yeah, but I also want to say that Gundam doesn't have a big fan base. So like for a lot of people, this will be their first exposure. But they have a really passionate and strong fan base. Like these are people with like strong opinions. Every time I pull up to like a Gundam showing, it's packed. Even if they give us like the smallest theater, and these guys are like all big fans. So they you know, the general audience might not care for better for worse, but like these Gundam fans, they may like be checking the people for that, and if like, you know, they're gonna be like, you know, just doing these like little nitpicks, but you know, maybe it'll be like a One Piece season 2 where like, you know, it really hits off with people regardless of like, you know, the little changes that they make. But
Yeah.
we never know, because like Gundam never took off in the West like it did in Japan, because like it has crazy
Oh
motion.
no, not even close. Yeah. Yeah, no, so you guys make a great point, is that if you're introducing the Gundam franchise to a lot of people that have never heard of it before, go in a new direction. You got Sydney Sweeney kind of headlining this thing. And so, yeah, it makes sense to just go a completely different direction, build it around her character, maybe Noah Centinneo's character, as opposite sides of a war, tell that story, but don't make it a, you know, like, oh, we got to go all the way to like something within canon. I would build a separate thing and then invite people to read up and learn more about Gundam. That to me would make more sense. So I think this is a smart idea. I mean, if you're trying to bring in a franchise, you get some young stars that have a lot of, you know, good following, you know, good actor. I think what's his name? God, now I'm drawing Noah Centineo. I think he's a great actor. All right. He is a really, really good actor. I've liked him in pretty much everything he's been in. So I'm with it, you know.
From what I've heard, Noah Centineo, he's actually done a really good job as Ken. So it's going to make Street Fighter a little more interesting. But I think he actually has potential.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's a decent actor, man. And then Michael Mando, I think he's, like I said, he was great in Better Call Saul. I mean, he was fantastic, man. His whole character arc was probably one or two best character arcs for a secondary character in cinematic and in television history. His arc in Better Call Saul is outstanding. It is so good. So yeah, Noah Centinneo's good. Michael Mando being in it is good. This is a good move for Gundam. Let's hope they pull it off, man.